Five natural fruits that helps in reducing blood sugar level. Are you diabetic and your consultant or your doctor, your pharmacist has given you piles of drugs to be taken because of your sugar level? Maybe your sugar is 200 and something, 300 and something, or even 100 and something, and you want it to actually come down to be normal. Then listen very carefully to this video, because my grandma used to be diabetic, and throughout most of her treatments I was always around. I know the kind of drugs that she takes, and the natural remedy that she also uses to calm down the sugar level in her system. Now I'll be giving you the list of some of them. Number one is cucumber. Yes, if you are diabetic, number one thing you shouldn't play with is cucumber, because most times you get to eat carbohydrates which contains sugar, carbohydrate like rice, yam, and what have you. So all those foods that are carbohydrate contains high volume of sugar, and after taking them, your sugar level will probably increase. So cucumber helps in reducing down your sugar level. It also helps in reducing down your BP for those people who are always having BP and sugar. But for you to take before you take cucumber, you need to make sure you check your BP to make sure your BP is stable before taking cucumber. Number two is tomatoes. Tomatoes help in reducing your sugar level. Eating raw tomato, like fresh raw tomato, it helps in reducing your sugar level, and also your cholesterol. For those people who are suffering cholesterol issues, it helps in reducing it down. Then the third one is onions. Yes, onions also help in reducing your cholesterol level and your BP, because once you eat onions, it helps to suppress all those sugar. It helps to suppress all those sugar down almost immediately. Then you don't have to be using all this normal oil. You don't have to be using all this normal oil that they sell around, because all those oil contains fat, and fat is not also good for your heart. Do you understand me? Fat is not also good for your heart for someone who is diabetic, because if you are suffering from sugar and you also suffering from heart issue, that means you may not really live long. So you need to be conscious of the kind of oil you need to be taking. So what are the kinds of oil you need to be taking? You can be taking olive oil, purified olive oil. It's going to help in bringing down your sugar level. It's not going to help to increase your sugar level, because these days they sell groundnut oil everywhere, and sometimes after you get those groundnut oil, you use it, is most times it do affect you health wise. So it's just best to buy the original olive oil. Then avocado pear also help as well in reducing your sugar level. Maybe if you want to eat rice, instead of you to eat that rice alone, just put avocado and eat it together. Then chai seed also help in reducing your sugar level as well. And also egg. Someone who is diabetic, you have to be careful in your intake of carbohydrates and sugar things. You understand? You cannot be taking all this mineral, all those things that contain sugar. And some people who are even diabetic, things that when they are taking soda water, that soda water is good. Soda water is not good. Soda water contains sugar. I get me, contains sugar. Just like when you're drinking it, you don't feel that sugar taste in your lips. So you feel that just a normal stuff. Instead of you taking mineral, just buy soda. No, soda water contains sugar. I get me. Soda water contains sugar, and soda water is not also good for your heart. With someone who has BP, BP issues or sugar issues. And also you have to be taking bitter leaf. Bitter leaf is very, very good, because bitter leaf is gonna bring that sugar from how it used to be to calm down immediately. So you need to be prompt in taking bitter leaf. Yeah, bitter leaf is very bitter, but it is very good for your health. Do you understand? You have to be taking bitter leaf and eat more of vegetables. Eat more of vegetable. Even if you want to eat any carbohydrate food, you need to minimize it. You need to minimize. Yes, I know that someone who is diabetic, most of them are very stubborn in choosing or obeying food instructions. It's not easy to say, I will not eat this and I will not eat this and I will not eat that. It's not easy to actually abide by all those principles, or rather discipline, to abstain from some kind of food. So these are some of the things you need to be taking, and also you have to take more of water. More of water. It is very, very necessary. If you know you're having BP and sugar,